As I look back at my time as a student at Lancaster Elementary School, I think about the highlights of my childhood. The times when my class united and felt not like a class anymore, but like a big family. The times when my friends and I goofed off while working on projects that seemed pointless at the time. I think about the times that were good and the times that were bad. The time that I went off the jet on my sled and injured my tailbone. The first time I ever sang the national anthem at a school event. It's times like those that make me who I am, that define how I act today. Individuality is defined as separate existence, as existing separate from others. Being an individual by yourself is one thing, but being an individual in a group of people who are all trying to find themselves is another. It's hard to stay loyal to yourself when there are so many people around you judging your choices and your actions and everything you do. We've all been judged by others, and we've all felt like maybe being someone we're not and fitting in would be better than being ourselves and being judged for it. In the end, you had to make a decision. Which option did you choose? I pondered my choices for a while. In the 6th grade, I chose to try to be someone I wasn't. In the 7th, I struggled between individuality and conformity. And this year, as an 8th grader, I finally realized that I'm not someone who's good at pretending. I'm not someone who likes pretending. This year, I became comfortable in my own skin. Being myself was what made me happiest, and being myself in a group full of people who are nothing but different personalities and religions and backgrounds, and not being scared of what people think was what helped me learn the most important lesson of my life. Individuality is not something you can find when you're worrying about other people's opinions of you. Individuality is something you have to grow into, something only you have the power to create within yourself. Becoming an individual was easier this year because I had friends who accepted me. I had friends who I felt comfortable with, and I was comfortable with myself. I enjoyed myself, and I made a lot of good memories this year, but my favorite was the spring chorus concert. Singing has always been a huge part of my life. It's been my escape from the world, my outlet for emotions. It's where I'm always myself no matter what. Singing is what held my individuality when I lost it. Being able to share my passion with a ton of other people who love singing as much as I do was an amazing experience. Chorus practices became the highlights of my weeks. Every Tuesday and Thursday morning, I got up and knew that I had something to get ready for, something to look forward to. I went to school and waited and checked the clock every few minutes until 7:45 came and I could go to Mr. Labor's room. Practicing for the concert was almost better than the actual concert. Everyone was dancing and singing, and we laughed and bonded. People I hardly knew at the beginning of the year became some of my closest friends. My chorus family became a group of people who I looked up to because we were all ourselves and nothing else, but we were ourselves together, and that's what mattered. After months of practicing, May 8th finally came. It was the day of the concert, a day full of nervous giggles and enthusiastic conversations, a day full of running over songs in our heads and together. We were nervous, but we weren't alone in our nervousness. We were a part of something. The first song I sang was Gravity by Sarah Bareilles. I couldn't stop thinking about bad scenarios in my head. Maybe I would fall off the stage or forget the words. Maybe people would boo me or I'd start too late. Even as I was stepping on stage, even as the spotlight blinded me, and even as the first notes of the song played, I was worrying. But then I started singing, and I lost myself in the lyrics, and I didn't find myself again until I was through the maze of words and piano. I lose myself when I sing. It's this feeling that I get, like I'm doing something right, like maybe loving something this much is impossible. When the opening acts were over, it was the chorus's turn. I felt more alive than ever. I was me, and I was with people who are so different in every way. Religions clashed, personalities contrasted, but we put all of ourselves into our performance, and it was amazing to be part of something like that. Feeling like you're part of something bigger than yourself has an amazing sense of satisfaction. It felt like I was on top of the world, and my chorus family was there with me. Individuality is defined as separate existence, as existing separate from others. But maybe it's more than just separately existing. Maybe individuality is really about how you exist, how you live, differs from other people. Maybe individuality isn't about being alone, but more about being with people who you can live freely with, being with people that you can say anything around. Maybe individuality is about not being scared of putting yourself out there. So, did you choose individuality or conformity? Would you change your decision if you could? I'm glad I did.